So no matter what you heard in church today, just listen to me, young woman. You will be blessed. Now, I've been talking on the theme, the heart of business. The heart of business, because business seems to encompass everything in human endeavors. Like I said, a lot of people rush out early morning, as early as 4 a.m. to go do their business. Whether in corporate field, entrepreneurial activities, efforts, buying and selling. In fact, business is defined as the entirety of a commercial activity. You cannot break it down in different facets, but commercial activities is the simple definition of business. And of course, I've spoken extensively about different types of business killers, part 1 and 2. You want to hear them, just go to YouTube, type Recovery Hour on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Pastor Bankanthony. You will get this message and other messages on business and other messages on stars, different things. It's a good resource. Now, under the theme, the heart of business, I'm talking about a dimension of business this morning that very few people find. Very, very few people are engaged in this dimension of business. I want to beg you, follow me carefully. You are into big business, your business is succeeding or it is failing, or your business is a business referred to as has been. I'm going to share some critical information with you, both from the Word of God and from practical living, practical life, the businesses you know. So come join me on this ride. Remember one more time, this is Recovery Hour, and the station is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and I'm your humble host, Pastor Bankanthony. Now I'm talking on the topic, business in deep waters. Business in deep waters. For the third time, because the Bible says a 3-foot cord is not easily broken. Business done in deep business. And my text is in the book of Psalms, chapter 107, from verse 23 and 24. Now, I read the King James Version. The King James Version says, they that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in great waters. Another translation says in deep waters. So the Bible says, they that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in great waters, these see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. Let me look at the Amplified. It says, some go down to the sea and travel over in ships to do business in great waters. He said, this see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. So that tells us that businesses are in dimension. The business you're doing currently is in a particular level of global businesses. If you rank them on scale of businesses, you understand what I'm saying, that there are some businesses that need 5,000 naira to start. I'm tempted to say that's not the business I'm talking about today, as wonderful as it is, because so many great businesses started from 5,000 naira, 10,000, 100,000. But I'm talking about advancing into deep waters in your career, in your entrepreneurial efforts, that you started little, now you are about to move into deeper dimensions. So the Bible tells us that there are businesses that are done in deep waters. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. Now, defining business in deep waters, it simply means the realm of uncommon business and great wealth. When we talk about business is done in deep waters, we are not talking about literal water, agua, like the Spanish, I think, call water. If I remember my basic Spanish, their language. We are not talking about Mary. Business Lelu Mary. Owolori Okun. What I'm talking about is deeper than literal waters. So when we say business in deep waters, we mean the realm of uncommon business and great wealth. If you do business like the Bible is saying, if your business gets to this realm, you begin to see wonders, wonderful wealth, wonderful greatness. Also, you can see wonderful loss, a loss that will make a stockbroker jump from the 13th floor in the stockbroken high-rise building to their debt. Because deep waters is not shallow water business. So when I say business in deep waters, I'm talking about the realm of uncommon business and great wealth. Now, how do you do business in deep waters? If there are dimensions of business is done in deep waters, how do you engage in it? How do you get to that level? Now, I want to read a scripture to you in the book of Genesis chapter 13. Please follow me. Genesis chapter 13. God was trying to do business with a man that was known as Abraham. And he tells him something strange. Instead of giving him money, giving him contacts, giving him connections, like a lot of business people look for, instead of looking for mergers, partnership, look at what the Lord tells this man. Genesis chapter 13, verse 14 to 17. The Lord said to Abraham, after Lot had left him, lift up now your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward. For all the land which you see, I will give to you and to your posterity forever. I will make your descendants like the dust of the earth, so that if a man could count the dust of the earth, then could your descendants also be counted. He said, arise, walk through the land, the length of it and the breadth of it, for I will give it to you as far as you can see. If you're going to do business in deep waters, there's what we call the law of sight. You must be able to prospect. You must be able to look at a particular product, a particular deal, and see beyond the present. This is one of the hardest tasks, or the first level of doing business in deep waters. I can talk about this for a whole year. That a lot of people failed because they did not see the potentiality, the profitability of a particular business that was brought to them for a cheap fee, for nothing. Because they could not see, the Lord said to Abraham, see as far as your eyes can see. Because they could not see, they turned down that business. Today, the business is multi-billion-dollar businesses. He said, man of God, what are you saying to me this morning? That is exactly what you're hearing. Now, I'm going to give you some practical ones that you know. Now, in 2000, this is strange. In year 2000, Blockbuster was offered Netflix. Netflix was offered to Blockbuster to buy Netflix for $50 million. That is in year 2000, because Blockbuster was a very big movie company, this distributing very big. This Netflix now that you're enjoying now was offered to them in year 2000 for $50 million. They refused. They refused to buy it. Now in 2014, this same Blockbuster that refused to buy Netflix for $50 million, in 2014, the last store of Blockbuster company closed down. And in same 2014, the Netflix they refused to buy for $50 million is now worth $550 billion as at 2014. If Blockbuster could see forward, could see far, they would have bought Netflix for $50 million in that year 2000. Today, Netflix would have been the most profitable deal they ever made. Imagine in 2000, buy this thing for $50 million. All their managers, I'm sure, all of a lot of you have a lot of them that went to Ivy League school and the rest, but they can't see anything. I'm talking about business in deep waters. I'm not talking about certificate that you people bandy and carry everywhere. You went to school, I went to school too, and so what. I'm talking about ability to see beyond what cannot be written in any business book. In 2014, when this same Blockbuster was shutting down their last store, the Netflix they refused, it was worth $550 billion. The Netflix you're watching could have been owned by Blockbuster. Follow me. What do you see? You want to go into deep waters. You want to take that money business far. You want to take that common mineral business far. What do you see? Abraham, look far. Eastward, west, look. And I'm going to tell you what it means to look. Let me tell you another one that might shock you. You know Alaska, one of the states in America. You know Alaska was actually owned by Russia. For those of you that did history like I did. In 1867, Alexander II, he was the emperor, the ruler of Russia. He saw no profit in keeping Alaska in 1867 because Alaska belonged to Russia. So he sold it. Guess how much he sold it to? He sold it to the United States for $7.2 million. $7.2 million then. People have said it's big money. Now, America bought it in 1867. Today, because of the natural resources discovered in Alaska, like gold and oil, Alaska is worth 500 billion plus today in resources. The same Alaska that Alexander II, the emperor of Russia, in 1867 sold for $7.2 million to America, today is worth, in terms of oil and gold, more than $500 billion. In the book of Psalm, they will say, Selah. Pause, think. Stop rushing like a bull to the sword or to the knife of the matador. Calm down in that business. What do you see? Oh God, how far can you see? Your business can go further. Listen very carefully to me. They that do business in deep waters, I don't know who I'm talking to. It is time to go into deep waters. You say, that's what I'm telling you. You must be able to see far beyond the natural. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 11, Jeremiah is one of the most unique prophets in the Bible. When the Lord was commissioning him, the Lord said something to him in chapter 1, verse 11. The Lord said, Jeremiah said, moreover, the word of the Lord came to me saying, Jeremiah, what do you see? What do you see? In Afuzo, Njo Riron, Shanshi business, Benito Mokotonshi. Now, Pari Nozara, now with business, strange, business that could have gone deeper, but because of lack of sight, surrounded by people who can see. The Lord said to Jeremiah, what do you see? I know you're going to be a prophet. You're going to be great. But it starts with seeing. Business in deep waters. Now, let me go to this, the one that really shocked me. A lot of you know Google and Yahoo. Of course, you use it. You Google everything. A lot of things we do, we Google here. Now, in 1998, Yahoo refused to buy Google for $1 million. In 1998, this Google, when the app was developed, they offered it to Yahoo. Remember Yahoo? Buy this thing for $1 million. Yahoo refused. Now, fast forward to 2002, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2000. 4 years later, 2002, Yahoo tried buying the same Google for $3 billion. What they refused for $1 million 4 years earlier. Please follow me, somebody. 4 years later, Yahoo wanted to buy Google for $3 billion. Google refused. Google asked for $5 billion. And Yahoo refused. Now, this same Yahoo refused to be sold to Microsoft. Microsoft wanted to buy Yahoo because Yahoo was running then, was the main his email address. Microsoft offered to buy Yahoo for $40 billion in 2008. Yahoo refused. Now, fast forward to 2016. The same Yahoo that they offered $40 billion for was sold to Horizon for $4.6 billion only. Microsoft offered in 2008 $40 billion. Yahoo, they refused. As time went on, the same Yahoo was sold for only $4.6 billion to Horizon. Now, the same Google that Yahoo refused to buy for $1 million when it was first offered to them in 1998, today Google is worth $2.16 trillion. What was offered to a particular business in 1998 for $1 million? They refused. 4 years later, they wanted to buy it for $3 billion. Those people refused, say, give us $5 billion. They still did not buy it. This same Yahoo, $40 billion was offered for it by Microsoft. He said no. Later, Yahoo fell and was bought for $4.6 billion. Then, the trick here, the miracle here is that the same Google that Yahoo refused to buy for $1 million, today, Google is worth $2.16 trillion. Sir, if they give you some people $100,000 now, ancestral squabbles will be sorted. 80% of what is ancestral problem will be solved from the spiritual realm, just $100,000. Talk less of $1 million, $1 million, $1 billion. I'm not talking naira. So do you see how powerful the law of sight, how powerful it is if you're going to take your business to the next level? Don't say the money you are mentioning are this and dollars. That little money, that little business you're doing, with the hand of God upon it, can go around the world. In fact, let me give you this extremely important information. You know, in 2 years, I've not really met people one-on-one to minister to them. I only meet them online every Thursday in what we call our recovery vigil. That's when I really minister to people. And this month, we've been ministering to businesses. And this week, I believe this week we're entering is like almost the last week of the month. So now, we are having a seminar. Please listen very carefully to me. Get your pen and Bible and write it down. Because this is the seminar that is going to push your business into deep waters so that you can see wonders and great wealth. Enough of all this rigmarolling, all these dead businesses. So on the 26th of this month, that is next week Saturday, this coming Saturday rather. That's the 26th, that's the last Saturday of this month. I've organized a seminar at the instruction of the Lord. And the theme of the seminar is the role of faith in your career and entrepreneurship. The theme is the role that faith plays, the role of faith in career and entrepreneurship. I repeat it clearly. A seminar is coming up this coming Saturday, 26th of July, 2025. The theme is the role of faith in career and entrepreneurship. A captain of industry, one or two. One is secured. I'm not going to tell you his name. When you get there, you will be shocked. Another one might fly in. We are hoping she flies in. These are captains of industries, people that have succeeded in business. So they are coming to speak to you and I practically how faith helped them to discover business to do, the challenges they faced. You just see big businesses, big brands. If you know the squabbles that go on behind the scene before they came out, you'll be shocked. So they will tell us the struggles their businesses had, then how faith helped them to overcome. So we're looking at captains of industry that are men and women of faith. Not people that will come and tell us 7 types of this, 7 steps, 14 steps. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just don't know. I just don't know. I like practical. So we're talking about the role of faith in career and entrepreneurship. Now, write this information down. It is coming up on the 26th of July. The time is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the venue is Chemline House. Chemline House. That is Chemline. Chemline House. number 7 Obasa Road, off Oba Akran Avenue, Ikeja bus stop. I repeat, the venue for the Career and Entrepreneurship Seminar coming up on the 26th of this month, that's this Saturday. The venue is number 7 Obasa Road, off Oba Akran Avenue, Ikeja bus stop. It's just like 5 minutes away from where they call Computer Village. I believe Computer Village is just at Ikeja under bridge. It's just 3 minutes. Maybe you're driving down, you're walking, just 5 or 3 minutes away from Computer Village in Ikeja. So one more time, let me give it to you. In fact, of course, you go to YouTube, you get the information, because some people don't have pen. Some people are just trying to, too many things are in their brain. They are thinking about what children will eat, school fees, and the rest. So you can go to YouTube after hearing the sound of my voice. Just go to YouTube, type Recovery Hour on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Pastor Bankanthony. You will get this message, another message, so you can get the information. So as I leave the studio, just rush to YouTube as you're hearing me now. Type Recovery Hour on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Pastor Bankanthony. You get this message and other messages. So let me just give it to you one more time. A seminar is coming up this Saturday. The theme of the seminar is the role of faith in career and entrepreneurship. We're bringing captains, 1 or 2 captains of industry, to come and speak to us practically how they succeeded, the role faith played. Now, this is the venue one more time. Chemline House, number 7, Obasa Road, off Oba Akran Avenue, Ikeja bus stop. Just 3 or 5 minutes away from Computer Village. And the time is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. Please, I have not really had meeting with people in the past 1.5 years. And a lot of you have been saying, we don't have all these smartphones to join the videos on Thursday. Is cheating. You're going to have the opportunity to meet with us. I love to meet with you. Now, after the captains of industry speaks, I will be ministering personally with 1 or 2 ministers on your business, dead businesses. There are some testimonies we are going to share that I don't share on air. Dead businesses, goods that have refused to move. Some businesses are under witchcraft attack because of competition, because you try to go into deep waters. Remember what I'm talking about this morning is business in deep waters. When you go into deep waters, your business wants to move to the realm of deep waters and great wealth, you are going to encounter occultic powers, supernatural forces. I'm going to teach you about covenants. You can't do business without covenant. Some people selling common pepper have covenant. Bananas. I'm telling you from experience. Then here you are. You think you're the only one that can. You're the only one that can bring up a product. You're the only one that is doing that business. I'm going to teach you how God makes a way. Bible says the gift of a man makes a way for him. Brings him before king, makes room for him before great men. I will show you the practical way. I'm going to demonstrate it like in form of drama. In fact, this is going to be a seminar like none before. You've not seen this type of seminar. One more time, is coming up on the 26th of this month. That's Saturday. And the venue is Chemline House, number 7 Obasa Road, off Oba Akran Avenue, Ikeja bus stop. And the time is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. One more time, the theme is the role of faith in career and entrepreneurship. Then if you want to reach me, because my time is fast gone, I had to really give that seriously so I can meet with people and we pray for businesses and hear practical. Now, you want to reach me because every Thursday I organize recovery vigil. That's when I really minister to people in a 2-hour vigil, and people connect from all over the world. That one is strictly online, but the seminar is going to be actual, physical. I'll meet you one-on-one. And of course, for the seminar, remember, it is limited seating, so please come early. 10, we've started. At most 2 p.m., we're out of there. So now you want to reach me. You want to be part of the vigil every Thursday night, because we're dealing with businesses. And the vigil comes up every Thursday night from 12 midnight to 2 a.m. We're pushing business in the realm of the spirit. In fact, the video comes up every Thursday. We call it Recovery Video. Now, it's strictly online. You want to participate, you want me to send you the link. These 2 numbers are my personal WhatsApp numbers. Say hi to me on them, and I'll send you the link. That link will show you my time on air, take you to my 2 books, 7 Types of Marriage, 15 Truths About Your Style. In case you want to buy the ebook, it is there. The link is there. Then it will show you all the various apps that carries the vigil every Thursday. These are the numbers, strictly on WhatsApp. 080 28 355 631. I repeat, 080 28 355 631 or 070 31 31 5318. I repeat it, 070 31 31 5318. Say hi to me on them. I will send you the link. You get every information about my program and everything. Because of time, remember, you've been listening to Recovery Hour, and the lovely station is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And I'm your humble host, Pastor Bankanthony. To get this message and all the information, go now to YouTube. Type Recovery Hour on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Pastor Bankanthony. You'll get this message and other messages. One more time, go to YouTube, type Recovery Hour on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Pastor Bankanthony for this message and all the information. Then you want me to send you the link about my time on air, my books, everything I do. Those are the numbers I gave to you. Just say hi to me on those numbers. One more time, 080 28 355 631 or 070 31 31 531. I can't pick all this call because of my time. So remember, I love you loads. And to do business in deep waters, you need to hear this message over and over again to understand the law of sight. If you're going to go far in this your business, so you don't just be a title CEO, MD, everything, and nothing to show for it. I love you loads. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.